What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about an absolutely wild prediction that I saw from an NFL draft expert on the New York Jets. What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary back with my underdog picks for championship weekend. We got two games. I got three plays for you. The first is rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes. I'm taking higher than 26.5. Really, it's just a spot where I feel like he can go and tuck one down and run for 20 yards. And it's like, okay, he has one more rush and then you're good to go. I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey higher on his rushing yards as well, 87.5. I think they just kind of force feed him the rock play, keep away from that Detroit Lions offense for a little bit in that game. And then finally, Travis Kelce higher than 6 receptions. I know that's kind of a big number, 6 receptions, but it seems like we always see Travis Kelce in the playoffs, going off with Patrick Mahomes, championship weekend, the chance to get to the Super Bowl. I think he has a big game. 3 plays, $10 to win 60. Sign up using my link down below in the description and receive a 100% match deposit bonus. Okay, so in this mock draft from Chris Trapasso of CBS, he is a very talented writer, works for CBS Sports, covers the NFL draft and prospects, and he put out his mock draft, as most do at this point. It's mock draft season. It's alive and well. Every Monday I put out a different style of mock draft, and something that I want to do and like to do is check out other people's mock drafts, especially draft experts, and see what they think is going to happen in the NFL draft. And this mock that I saw really was bold from the Jet side. Like, it's not completely outside of the box, like we're looking at the whole first round, but man, if the board fell this way for the Jets and this was the route that they would go, oh boy, I don't think I'd react very well on the first night of the NFL draft. All right, so let's take a look at the mock. Again, no surprise at the top: Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, 3 quarterbacks coming off the board: Marvin Harrison Jr., Brock Bowers, Malik Nabers. This is pretty much pick for pick how I would go in a mock draft if I was picking for the top teams, the top 6 teams. Then you get Olu Fashanu at pick number 7. The Titans, to me, I think are going to be the first team to select an offensive tackle. I would put Joe Alt there because he's my offensive tackle 1, but who knows? Maybe they like Olu Fashanu better. That's fine. Pick number 8, all right, Byron Murphy, defensive lineman for the Texans. And then pick number 9, here we go, is an edge rusher. So at pick number 10, the New York Jets are on the clock, and at this point in the mock draft, Joe Alt has not been selected. So if I'm the New York Jets, what I personally would do is run up to the podium, and if I'm Joe Douglas, say thank you for the NFL letting this happen. Joe Alt fell in our laps. Perfect. We thought, okay, or some thought, you won a couple games at the end of the year, a few meaningless wins. What does that get you? Oh, well, you fall out of Joe Alt range. And then you could say, no, guess what? We won these games, and we still got Joe Alt. Instead, he has them taking Rome Odunze, wide receiver, Washington. Now, I like Rome. I really do. And the quote here is, Odunze to the Jets? Why not? Instant impact type and a different type of receiver than Garrett Wilson. I don't necessarily dislike Odunze, but man, it doesn't go until pick 14. Joe Alt, a top 5 prospect in his eyes, second ranked at his position, but going 14, I don't think Joe Alt makes it to pick number 10. I really don't. But if he did make it to pick 10, when the Jets were on the clock, and then they end up not taking him and taking Rome Odunze, who I like, but isn't even, he's like my 3rd favorite receiver in this draft, right? Like Malik Nabers I put above him. Marvin Harrison Jr. I obviously put above him. I think Odunze could be good, but not good enough for me to pass on to then, to pass on Joe Alt and take someone who would be a wide receiver too. Joe Alt is a franchise left tackle. You fix left tackle, and to me, fixing left tackle is, I would rank higher than fixing wide receiver 2. Wide receiver 2 is still a very, very, very important need for this team. I would imagine that they're going to be very busy in the veteran market, whether through trade or free agency. I don't think they're going to go into the NFL draft and be like, all right, you got to find our wide receiver 2 in here. It's possible, but I don't think that's the direction that they're going to go. Personally, that's just my take on it. Who knows? Maybe in March it ends up being a little bit different. Maybe in March they sign a couple tackles and an offensive line. It's like, oh, wow, okay, well, they're going to take a wide receiver here. But in this specific scenario, Rome Odunze over Joe Alt. That one was really surprising to me, and I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What would you think if Joe Alt was there for the New York Jets and they passed on him and instead took Rome Odunze? Let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.